The Parliament of Kirgistan has approved a draft law that bans what it calls propaganda supporting same-sex relations. Kyrgyz lawmakers say the bill is intended to protect the traditional family. The legislation bans supporting homosexual relations in the media and the creation of groups that defend the rights of sexual minorities. Lawmaker Kurmanbek Dekanbayev is one of the initiators of the draft law, which passed with a vote of 79 in favor and 7 against.
We do not impinge upon the rights of citizens of Kyrgyzstan. We do not interfere with their personal lives, with what they do in their own houses, their own apartments, what kind of love they make, and with whom. That is their right. What we protect is what's contained here in an international pact on civil and political rights. We defend the traditional family.
Human rights groups are strongly criticizing the legislation, saying it enables rights abuses by the authorities.
Human Rights Watch released a report earlier this year which documented incidents where gay and bisexual men their rights were impinged upon by law enforcement. They were subject to arbitrary arrest, to extortion. They suffered physical and psychological violence at the hands of the police. And this law, because of the way that it is drafted, it's vague in its drafting and therefore opens the door to possible further abuses by law enforcement in Kyrgyzstan.
Members of the gay community, like 25-year-old Aybek, fear that the law will fuel hostility against gays and lesbians, which he says is already commonplace.
There
is violence and extortion by the police. There are gang rapes and other kinds of rape. And with the adoption of this law, naturally, the violence is likely to grow by 2 times, 3 times, many times. You know, the majority of people in our country don't know that we have a secular state. Most people think we are an Islamic country. And many homophobic comments are followed with something like, "Be afraid of Allah."
Bishkek residents asked by Reuters mostly agreed with the new law, saying Kyrgyz culture does not accept homosexuality.
To let this exist in Kyrgyzstan, no. We, the young people of Kyrgyzstan, will simply not let it happen. First of all, our traditions and mentality will not allow for this. And second, of course, we also have religion, Islam, and it is not welcomed in Islam.
The law must pass the parliament's approval in 2 more readings and then be signed by the president before coming into force.